everyone, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040, bringing to you another edition of the Wrestling Discussion Series. And today I wanted to discuss and share my thoughts with all of you about John Cena making history at WrestleMania 41 and winning his 17th world title on night 2, and what's next for the new WWE Undisputed Champion. So we all saw it, we all called it, and we all knew that it was coming. And I'm not entirely surprised that John Cena would win his 17th world title, especially as this is his final year, this is his retirement tour. So it was obvious that they were going to give him one more run with the title before he hangs up the boots for good. The only issue I have with John Cena defeating Cody Rhodes is we didn't get any mention of The Rock. He didn't make any appearance whatsoever. Instead, we had Travis Scott come out, and yeah, it just felt really out of place. I thought going into this match, Rock's music would hit, he would come out, not say a word, Cody Rhodes would get distracted, John Cena would probably hit him with the title or low blow or something like that, and he would become the new champion. And Rock and Cena close the show and leave WrestleMania 41 together. John Cena did leave with the title, but there was no Rock, and having Travis Scott there kind of diminished this historic title win. That's just my opinion, really. Now, in terms of crowd reaction, I thought the crowd were very alive and very hot for this match. Cody Rhodes got a lot of boos. He still got plenty of cheers, but there were more boos than cheers. John Cena got plenty of boos, but there was more cheers, and they popped hard when he pinned Cody Rhodes to win his 17th world title. The match itself, it was okay for what it was, but I don't think it was a fantastic match. I just felt that it was a little bit off in some parts, but it is what it is. And, John Cena as a 17-time world champion, that's quite big. So he's now broken that record, even though officially Ric Flair still holds more world titles. I think I read somewhere he holds about maybe 21 or something. I don't know. Maybe someone can confirm that for me. But I do know he holds a lot more in 16. But it's on record. John Cena is a 17-time world champion. So the question that has to be asked now, as far as I'm concerned, where does John Cena go next? Obviously, somewhere down the road, Cody Rhodes will get a rematch. Maybe at SummerSlam, perhaps, who knows? But this opens the door for fresh matches, especially as John Cena is a heel now. So there is a possibility we might see Randy Orton and John Cena one more time. Hopefully, we will. Their rivalry is legendary, even though having 1,000 matches doesn't necessarily make it legendary, but their rivalry is quite memorable. Obviously, we're going to get a run in with CM Punk and John Cena, especially as what Punk said about Rock and Cena after the Elimination Chamber. There's a score to settle there. So there's lots of potential matches now that John Cena is on the other side. So we'll have to see, really. But as far as was this the right call to make, I'm not the biggest John Cena fan in the world. I've made that very clear. But I think going into the fact that this is his last WrestleMania main event match, I think they made the right call, giving Cena one last run with the world title. This, of course, could set up for a redemption arc. Maybe after Cena loses the title at some point, he could work his way up to becoming a babyface again. Who knows? But John Cena turning heel, winning the title, it makes sense. But it doesn't feel big. I feel like there's something missing because I feel that this hill run has been okay, but it's missing something. It feels a bit soft because I had this thing in my head that Cena is a heel. He'll get nuclear. He's going to be absolutely vicious. We haven't really seen much of that, but you have John Cena as a heel champion. He could go on a massive tear, destroying people and cheating. There's lots of possibilities you could book this, but we'll have to see really. But I'm very interested to see what Raw is going to be like with John Cena as the new champion. If he does come out on Raw, maybe he comes out on SmackDown. But how do you book this? Because John Cena works a part-time schedule. He does a handful of shows. How do you book a part-time champion? Well, we'll see really, because we saw that quite a number of times with Roman Reigns when he was champion. So let's see what happens. But the next few weeks will be very interesting, and I like to see how Cody Rhodes is going to address John Cena beating him. But Cody Rhodes has nothing to be ashamed of. He completed his story. He finally won the title, won the Royal Rumble twice, so he's got nothing to be ashamed of. He had a good run, but I think, you know, WWE did the right thing pulling the trigger before things started getting stale. I'm not saying Cody Rhodes isn't stale. He's over as a babyface, and people really do like him. I like Cody Rhodes. I think Cody Rhodes is cool, but I think they made the right choice here. But we'll see, really. But we've got some fresh matches possibly coming up now that Cena is a heel and is the new champion. So let's just see how all of this plays out. But the only thing I'm going to say is Travis Scott had no business being out there. I personally think The Rock should have made some form of an appearance, even if he didn't come out. Maybe just play his music, tease him coming out, something. But there had been rumors of possibly a new corporation starting up with Rock and Cena. I don't know really, depends on the Rock schedule, but right now, as we talk, John Cena is the new WWE champion and is a 17-time world champion. So that's a big deal in itself. Could have been a little bit more special, but it is still special from a historic point of view. So anyway, that's going to be it from me. I'm going to wrap this up now. What's your thoughts on John Cena becoming a 17-time world champion? Are you shocked? Did you see this coming? How do you feel about John Cena defeating Cody Rhodes? Do you think they made the right call? Do you think it was time for a change? And also, where do you think John Cena goes next? Who do you think his next opponent is going to be? Randy Orton, perhaps? Maybe CM Punk? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I will see all of you next time for another edition of the Wrestling Discussion Series. So until then, take care, everybody, and stay safe. And once again, as always, much appreciated. Thanks for listening.